Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back. I know I just talked to you a few minutes ago. Oh, my phone is talking to me. Hang on. This is weird. That was odd. My phone just decided to yell at me. All right, guys, welcome back. Like I said, I just spoke to you guys a few hours ago, but who we got in the house looks like we got Tilly. We got Nico, who was here first. What's up? Hold on, I had that highlighted because that was early. He was here first. We got Jean in the house. Darth Hideous, AP, Glitter Fart, hello. We got Diane. All right, looks like we got a lot of people here. We got Edward also. All right, so like I said, and like you can read in the description, welcome to the Local Lesbians, in which we sit down and we talk to you about all the shenanigans the alphabet community has to offer, all the things you want to say that you can't say that I can, that we can. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Fluxx. Come on, have a seat. Have a seat next to me, Mrs. Fluxx. Everyone, this is Mrs. Fluxx. Say hello, Mrs. Fluxx.
Hi, everybody.
I just want to make sure. Is the volume all right, guys? How's the mic? I just want to make sure it's not too loud right in between us like that. I know it to me it sounded like it was coming in hot the other day. I'm going to put it at 50. All right. So, like I said, we're going to start talking about all of the good stuff that the alphabet community has to offer, because
the good stuff, it's not really good stuff.
We'll get there. I wanted to make this a separate segment from my normal streams, wherein this will just be kind of a venting stream in which, like I said, yeah, it's cold. It's chilly here. It's like 40 degrees.
If it's below 70 degrees, I don't do it. It's too cold for me.
Same. We should honestly be down in like Florida or something.
Yeah, but I can't deal with the hurricanes. Love y'all down in Florida. I got many friends.
Shout out to my Florida peeps.
But I just can't do it. It's too cold down. Or not too cold. I'm sorry. There's just too many hurricanes down there.
All right. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about some pretty interesting, some pretty hot topics, I'll say, and some issues that normally have a little different take
by society's standards, and what the norm is,
wherein I very much get angry and try to vocalize what I'm feeling. I can't very well because it just comes out as angry noises because okay, when you're talking about the alphabet community, I just don't want you to bang this in half. If you bang it, it's going to make noises.
I'm good. I'm not going to hit it, I promise. What?
If you bang it, it'll make noise.
Really? She's lame. She's so lame.
Like, come on! And this is why I had to start my channel YouTube, because she thinks my humor is stupid.
She has dad humor.
I don't have dad humor. I have normal people humor.
Homeschooler.
Just because I was homeschooled.
All right, we're getting off topic.
Okay. So here's the thing. When you're talking about the LGBTQIA plus, I think that's what it is now. There's my issue is, see, and this is it. I can't finish a sentence. I get so angry. I'm just like, and this is the thing. You can't do this because this is how it is upside down. And I never finish a sentence. I cannot.
Okay, look. Well, let's start off by saying we're not trying to attack anybody. If you are an adult, you are by all means free to do whatever you want to do. It's your life, it's your story to tell. Live it how you want to live it. But do not force society to live in your reality. Your friends and your family, by all means, you know, if you want to be called a certain name or you want to be treated a certain way, your friends and family, I'm sure, will come around to the idea or be completely open and okay with it. It's not okay, however, to force these opinions and ideas onto children. And
Amen.
Look, I figured myself out growing up. It took a little while, but I figured myself out. Fluxx over here, she figured herself out. You all figured yourself out, your sexuality. Kids can figure themselves out too. Give them time to figure it out, but do not put these ideas in their head that, oh, you don't like something about yourself, so here's a way for you to change it. Well, maybe in the moment, because when we're all teenagers, we all have things that we don't like about ourselves. Maybe in the moment they don't like it, but these are like life-altering changes that these kids are making. And it's disturbing and sad, honestly, because if you look up some of the stories on detransitioning, it's very heartbreaking and highly disturbing. Yeah. So I just want to say, to start off, like, by all means, be who you want to be, but
Yeah, we'll start off just the introduction. This show isn't to attack anyone. This show isn't to
I already went off on a little bit of a rant.
No, that's all right. It's not to belittle anyone. It's not to attack anyone. It's to point out some criticisms that need to be corrected.
Exactly. Let children enjoy their childhoods.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the show, it's to merely point out that there are issues within this community and they need to start being addressed. They can't have this open free-for-all, give us an inch, they take 7,000 trillion miles with it. You know what I mean? And maybe by having a discussion, or at least by starting a discussion, that we can start making some changes and we can start being a unified people again instead of being so divided. It all starts with communication, and that's the one thing that is being completely blocked at the moment. It's so hard to... Military makes you lose your accent. Sorry, see, and this is the thing. I can't read. I read the chat and I jump into chat and then I totally get lost.
My accent, Maryland.
Yeah, she's from Maryland.
Yeah, it's a Maryland accent. The way the way I say on.
But now that I've lost my train of thought, thank you, Mr. John Lewis. We have to start with a conversation. And it starts with people not being so sensitive to criticism and people being able to...
Well, it also stems from... excuse me, I'm so sorry. It also stems from people, when we disagree about something, stop automatically thinking that person is trying to attack you.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, so there are people in this world that don't agree with homosexuality. Big deal.
We've got
Okay, it's 2022. Nobody really gives a damn about it anymore, and I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
But nobody cares. Like,
She's still here.
there are, yes, I know I just pretty much contradicted myself. Yes, there are people in this world that still don't agree with it, and there's always going to be people that don't agree with it. There's always going to be racist people in this world as well. There's nothing that you can do to stop that. The only way that you can take away their power, so to speak, is don't give light to it. You know, like, kind of getting off topic, but these school shootings and stuff, like, you give the media gives so much attention to the shooters that these young kids think they're going to get their 15 minutes of fame by shooting up their fellow schoolmates and everything else. And like, it's demented, it's wrong, it's messed up, but it's the truth.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And the way we start fixing it is by talking about it. And who better to start talking about it than two angry old Americans?
We are not old.
We're salty.
Okay, we're salty.
We're like we're veterans, so we're like that old salty grumpy.
I mean, I don't want to think I'm there yet.
I'm there.
Damn.
I'm there.
Damn. Do me like that, huh?
Do you think here we go. Do you think people are either wittingly or unwittingly projecting their own experiences on other kids, and so they're going overboard, especially using politics and media to their advantage? That's actually a really good question and a really good question. Like, these people growing up, were they so oppressed that now that it's okay, they're like, I felt this way, so everybody must feel this way now? Or is it like is it just a straight up?
I mean, I think that does. I don't know if they doing it wittingly or unwittingly, but I mean, I gotta say, like, okay, you were homeschooled, but I went to public school. Never in my 12 plus years, I'm sorry, I hit the mic there. Never in my 12 plus years of school did one of my teachers talk about their sexual, partners, activity, lives at all. Like,
why is it
that
all of a
makes
sudden
no sense to me. Like, that is inappropriate on so many levels.
where did that come from all of a sudden, where it's like, the kids need to know everything about me? Like, no, you're their teacher. You teach them like the ABCs
Like,
and stuff.
I can't ever recall. So I graduated in 2008. I can't ever recall knowing like any of my teachers' business. Like, if anything, they might have a picture of like their husband or wife or something like that on their desk, but there was never like any talk of their personal lives, what they did over the weekend, who they saw or went out on a date with.
Because
or
I was a teacher, nobody cared.
Because that's not a proper relationship, student to teacher.
Nobody cared.
But I'm just saying, like, the stuff that's going on nowadays, like,
but
that's
why is that even a
highly
thing, though?
inappropriate.
Why is that even like, how? Back
See,
in the day,
I can't to go back to that question. I can't say whether it's wittingly or unwittingly, but I do think that people are probably projecting like themselves, like their insecurities as a teenager on their students.
Yeah,
like, they see how
made
their students are struggling, and so they're like, oh, they have to be going through the same thing that I was going through.
Yeah, but what made it okay for? When did it become about sexuality? Like,
well, they keep teaching kids at least here in the US, they keep teaching kids younger and younger sex ed. Like, when I was in school, we learned in middle school. I can't remember what grade, but I remember we were in middle school actually I was in elementary school. 5th grade, we went over sex ed. But like, I have friends now that have kids that are saying they're getting it even younger than that. And that's, why does a kindergartner need to know anything about that? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand about stranger danger, and it's a good idea for kids to at least know their anatomy so that...
Stop. Don't touch me there. These are my no-no squares.
Anyway. I love you. Anyway. You made me lose my train of thought.
This is why I'm always fun in the conversation, because I can have a serious conversation with people, but I'm the one that throws people off all the time.
You threw me because I can't even remember.
We were talking about the people, teachers, children getting younger and younger, kids getting sex ed at, like, you know, you understand no squares, knowing about...
Oh, right.
Stop reading the chat. It's going to make it harder for you.
I'm sorry.
You can't read the chat, or it's going to keep throwing you. You have to sometimes just try and, like, read it and block it out.
Read it and block it. Read it and block it. Got it.
Yeah, you got to just read it and then let it go sometimes. Because their whole job sometimes is solely to throw you off. Isn't that right, Tits and Ray Guns? And Tilly.
I love that
Darth
name.
Hideous.
Tits and Ray
all
Guns.
Of you. I got my eyes on all of you. But anyways, John Lewis, all of them. All right, keep going. Too young. No squares.
Oh, no squares. Right. So I do understand kids need to, like, they should know their anatomy so that if someone does touch them inappropriately, you know, they know, like, hey, you shouldn't be touching me there. Like, that's not okay.
But that's the extent.
When they go to tell somebody, like, they know it's not like some weird name, like a teddy bear or something, you know, I don't know, but something, whatever that this person came up with to tell the kid, call it that, whatever. At least they know the proper anatomy. I agree with that. But beyond that, like, they don't need to know about penetration. They don't need to know about...
I wasn't prepared for the P word.
You are so juvenile, I swear.
She said penetrate.
Anyway, they don't need to know any of the good stuff, okay? They just need to know the bare minimum basics. And, like, if you don't agree with that, like, that's okay. Like, if you don't think that kids should know anything about that, that's okay.
That's totally up to you.
That's, you know, you're the parent. You decide. But I just believe that they should at least have a basic understanding of their anatomy so that if that situation ever arose, they could come back and tell me, hey, someone touched me inappropriately in my no areas.
No square.
But that, you know, like I said, that's just...
But I just don't get it. I don't get when sexuality became this whole, like, persona of who you are, because
I'm so sorry.
You touch it, it makes noise.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
You bang it, it makes noise.
I'm sorry. This is my first time. Am I messing up?
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I'm glad I got to be the one to pop your cherry.
Thanks, Boo.
Popping her stream cherry.
Oh, isn't Fluxx the greatest, guys?
Oh my God, you're going to make me throw up.
Rude.
My bio teacher made us say penis and vagina. Best day ever. Penis. I don't know if you guys were okay. For all of us, I don't know. You guys, did you ever play the penis game?
What?
Where you're all sitting around, you know, whatever, and you just, one person says,
what did you all do in your homeschool groups?
No, this, okay.
Whoa.
I had,
whoa.
oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This just took a turn.
Oh my God. I had public school friends. I was a normal kid. Normal-ish. I had public school friends. I did public school things. I was just homeschooled. So it was at a high school football game. You know, the penis game where someone goes, penis. And then the next person has to say it a little louder. And then you have to progressively scream it louder and louder.
That must be a West Coast thing.
And then the person who refuses to yell it, the person who refuses to say it is...
Who decided who went next in this?
Well, because it was kind of like, we were all kind of sitting in like this circle talking.
Like a duck, duck, goose type of circle?
We were in the bleachers. It was
what kind of circle are we talking here?
We were at a football game, a high school football game, and we are kind of like, staggered in the bleachers.
Y'all just different out in California, ain't you?
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Why is that weird?
Because who sits in a circle during a high school football game?
You're
there to watch the football game.
Okay, and
or make out under the bleachers.
Listen, we're in the bleachers, right?
If you were floozy.
There was like 3 of us in the back, and then there was like kind of 2 on the sides in the middle row, and then there was kind of a few. So it kind of made like this circle-esque. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Oh my God, she's doing this on purpose. She's doing this on purpose now.
Anyway, completely off topic.
I mean, this is the point of it. This is the point of the whole show.
Oh,
whatever.
Anyway, so I do want to make one other point into our next segue. Speaking of children, don't take your kids to Pride. Please, for the love of God, please, please, please. Your local lesbian is here to tell you, do not take your kids to Pride, okay?
It's disgusting.
Don't do it. Because what Pride used to be is not what Pride is today. Pride today is some disgusting display of sexuality. And children, in the name of tolerance and acceptance, do not need to see any of that. I don't even want to see that. And I'm a grown adult. There are other ways to go about all of this. Taking your kids to Pride to see a guy in spandex with, like a dildo, like suction cup to his forehead, running around saying he's a unicorn, like, that's not okay. Kids don't need to see stuff like that. Personally, we don't really want to see stuff like that, but
nobody wants to see stuff like that. They just pretend to because someone's going to call them intolerant.
You want to do that stuff in your bedroom, like, by all means. I'm not thinking about what you're doing in your bedroom because I don't care about that. But just leave it in your bedroom, please. Like, I don't want to see it out on the street corner. Like, we can be gay and be proud of who we are and not have to
scream it from the mountaintops.
Be the most obnoxious center of attention person ever. Like, if you're, and I say this all the time, but if your whole personality is based around your sexuality, you're about as interesting as paper mache. You're really pretty to look at. You have one use and then you're useless. And that might be a little harsh, but the truth hurts. Sorry, I make faces when I do my little rants. So
No. I'm just reacting. I'm just soaking up the. I think
I'm sorry. I know it's a little harsh and it's a bit of a truth bomb, but let's just address the elephant in the room, guys. Like, let's just get it all out there on the table. Let's just talk about it. Pride Day was stolen. Yes, I agree. Pride was stolen. Whatever it is now, like, it's not about pride. It's not about, I don't know. It's all about sexuality now. And heaven forbid if you're a straight white person.
What is the Michigan Proposal 3 opinions? What's that?
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Michigan.
No, I'm not trying
Except
to be
for
rude.
Gretchen Whitmer and the FBI trying to kidnap her.
I'm sorry. That was just I watched that all unfold, and I'm like, this is all just a big old pile of dog crap. Dumpster fire. Absolute dumpster fire. Like, the story was just shoddy from the start.
Their stories never make sense anyways. It doesn't.
Like Paul Pelosi. But we won't go there. Oh, maybe we should, because that's kind of a gay topic. That's a gay topic.
No, because Pelosi's gay lover wasn't an actual. That was just a fun hashtag.
Hashtag Pelosi's gay lover. I did that right? That was the right hashtag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Russians are scared that Americans perversions are gonna infiltrate their culture, hypersexual alphabet stuff on television. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. This whole toxic femininity stuff and going over and demasculating men and stuff. It's a lot. It's
like,
a
guys,
lot.
come on. I'm a lesbian, and even I see that straight men are being attacked way too much. They are being told that they are just toxic, when that's not the case at all. Yes, I like women. I mean, look at us. We're pretty. Men didn't really do it for me,
Henry Cavill.
Chris Hemsworth for me. But regardless, it's just, it's a thing. But I don't hate men. I have guy friends. I like guys. Guys have a purpose.
And a need.
And
I'm going to say a need.
Yes, but I feel like men and women, we are two different creatures. Now, I work in a male-dominated field, all right? I'm a technician. Or at least I used to be. But what?
No, I'm just reading the chat.
Oh. And so I've worked with a lot of guys. Now, hoofing heavy engines and stuff like that, things that, starters that are 100 pounds, guys can hoof that out of an engine compartment, no problem. Granted, okay, they might feel it years down the road, but they can do it. Me, I weigh 110 pounds. Lifting almost my whole body weight straight out of an engine compartment, no. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. But can I do it the exact same way a man can do it? No, I cannot. Because I am different, because I am a woman. That doesn't mean that I can't do something or that I am somehow less than. It just means that I am equal but different. And I think that the feminazis have kind of ruined the whole feminism movement, because I've never experienced, and I'm not saying everybody has had my experience, but I have never once experienced any type of backlash, negativity, holdback of my career because I'm a woman. If anything, I feel like it's helped me. It's propelled me further in my career, because, and I'm not trying to put anybody on blast, but my companies they want to show me off. Look, it's a female technician. Look, we have that. Look at us. We're so inclusive. When I am not about that life. My past two companies tried to get me to go to college seminars and stuff like that, which, don't get me wrong, I would love to talk to young women that are interested in getting into male-dominated fields. But if you
would
think
love to talk to young women,
not like that, Boo.
You would love to talk to young women. Oh, so that's how we're gonna play it now. She would love to talk to young women. You heard that? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
There is no way I can win this, so I just have to shut my mouth. But yes, I would like
encourage
to encourage them, but to use me as a tool to parade me around to say how inclusive you are, no, I will not be used as a puppet, not like that. But to encourage young females to get into the field, absolutely. So I don't agree to do events like that, but, I try and talk to young women that work around me I try and encourage them to get into male-dominated fields just because, like I said, I feel like it's helped propel me further in my career, not hinder me, but I also understand that's not everyone's experience. So, but that's why I believe what I do.
Interesting.
I know. I'm
So-
sorry. I go off on these long rants and these huge tangents, and I'm sorry if I just kind of ramble, guys. Like I go.
No, that's what this is for. It's to have discussions and put it out there that we need a change in the way we think as an entire country, as an entire group. We need to change how we think because a lot of people think wrong.
Well, I just feel like there's, at least with our generation and definitely the generation below us or underneath us, however you want to, behind us, there's been this hard push of like, you're a victim. And I refuse to look at myself as a victim. You're not going to tell me that I'm less than because I'm a woman. You're not going to tell me that I'm less than because I'm gay. That's just not going to happen. If you want to say those things, I'll go out and I'll prove you wrong. But I'm not going to sit in my room and cry and go on the internet and be like, oh, everybody hates me. Everybody's so homophobic. Who cares? Who are you to me? Who are you in my life? Nobody.
And that's the thing. What someone once said, I don't remember who said this, where I read it or whatever, but someone had said that the internet and Twitter was bad because it gave everybody a sense of entitlement to be heard. When in actuality, nobody gives a crap if you just ate a bagel and drank your Starbucks cappuccino mocha latte espresso 2 minutes ago. Like,
are you talking about like the people that like post on like Instagram and stuff like that?
Well, I'm talking about the sense of entitlement in today's society that has caused all of this irritation and this bullshit. Good evening.
There is quite a bit of entitlement in this world.
So
I should stop posting pictures on my random. I mean, no. If that's
your thing, boo.
If that's your niche, then stick with it.
But
do your thing.
But
I encourage people to do what makes them happy.
However, you cannot
Just don't hurt anybody.
You cannot force everybody to like it. You cannot force everybody to. You have to accept my work and allow my thing in your space. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can have, just hypothetically, he has his niche, but I don't like it. And so I don't follow him. But what they're doing is, oh, they don't like me, they're homophobic. Or they don't like my pumpkin spice latte photos.
Well, I think that circles back to
it's a sense of entitlement. They have to hear me. They have to see me. And if I'm unheard and unseen, I'm going to stamp my feet and scream louder and cry harder. You know?
I think that circles back to people just feeling like a victim, just wanting to play the victim so they can, not have to work as hard.
Well, nobody wants to work anymore. That's a whole different story. For a whole different rant. For a whole different...
All right, you're shaking everything. Oh. Calm down, woman. Rest the breasts.
There was another one. I was... Yeah. See, and this is the thing why, like, I'm like, I don't know if I should live stream because I can't always think of a joke right out. I was trying to think of a comeback and nothing was coming. And I couldn't think of a comeback. And
it's okay.
And then I just go blank. But don't worry, in like 10 minutes, I'll have a comeback, which is why I love being in chat, because I can wait a few minutes. Oh, Valhalla is coming. What's up? Valhalla Oasis. He's a homie. He's a homie.
Love that name too, by the way.
I knew you would.
I love pretty much all stuff Viking.
She's a Viking Norse junkie type of person. She's playing Ragnarok right now.
That, I mean, yeah, it has to do with, it is Norse mythology, but it's not like accurate.
No, it's not accurate.
It's
but
their own take on it, but
that's besides the point.
I really just love mythology in general, like Greek mythology and Norse mythology and Egyptian.
She just loves mythology. I'm just gonna, before she rattles off literally every type
I know, I'm sorry, okay. I can
mythology, I'm just gonna throw it out there and say she loves every type of mythology. That's everything that she loves.
Greek being the favorite.
She's Greek.
Half Greek.
Yes. Valhalla waits. We're gonna do a co-stream one day.
Okay.
One day.
You and him or this person?
Yes. But you gotta be on it too, because we'll talk about the BS of the army life.
Okay, so here's an interesting topic for you.
Oh Lord.
So the LGBT. Now, I'm not going to include the QIA plus LGQR, the mafia. No, I'm not including the mafia, okay? The LGB, because yes, originally it was the LGB. I am one of those people that do not agree that the T should be included with LGB. Now, hear me out. I believe this because lesbian, gay, and bisexuality have to do with sexuality. Being a transsexual does not have to do with your sexual orientation. It has to do with
your gender identity.
Your gender identity. So I believe, I'm sorry if this is going to offend some people, but this is my opinion, and here it is. You all tuned in for it. So I believe that there really is only the LGB, that you can only be lesbian, gay, or bisexual, and obviously heterosexual, but we're talking about the gay issues tonight. So bisexuality covers both, all right? Now, just because you are trans, you are either a trans woman or a trans man, but you are still one or the other. If your partner is okay with it, that doesn't make you all of a sudden pansexual or asexual or whatever the sexuals are out there nowadays with all these weird pronouns. No. You are bisexual. If you are a girl and you like girls and boys, you are bisexual. If you are a man and you like men and women, you are bisexual. If you are a man and you like men, you are homosexual. If you are a woman and you like a woman, you are a lesbian homosexual. If you're a man liking a woman or a woman liking a man, you het, baby. You het. You normal. You set for life.
Yeah?
Sorry. Because, they get everything in this life. Why couldn't I have been straight?
Because you're also... See, you're white, but you're like... It's weird because Greek people...
We got that olive skin tone.
She's not like white. She's like...
I mean, I probably look pretty white to them.
I mean, compared to me, everybody looks dark.
That's true.
I'm a phantom. She's darker. And so you're not really white, but you white enough to pass as white. So you had to have something to kind of balance out. So you gay to bring you down a notch.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. You had to be gay and a woman so that you had to be brought down.
Oh, it was just so awesome that God had to like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You were too much for the world, and so he's like,
so he sprinkled that fairy juice on me and just,
flew a little flare down, knock you down a few pegs, and you're ready for the world.
She good to go. She good to go.
You're ready for the world.
Put a bow on her. Send her out. Send it, kid. I'm a Friday afternoon special, people.
I don't know what that means.
So, like, in the car, specifically in the car industry, I'm not quite sure where it started, but like in any type of like construction job or whatever, like a Friday afternoon when you're just trying to hurry up and finish before you go home. So you just send it. You don't do.
You're cutting corners.
Yeah, you're cutting
fast,
corners.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
Friday night special.
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon special.
Yeah, I'm that Friday afternoon special.
Snowbanks. See,
I have no idea who that is.
Who?
Andrea Tantaros.
Look her up on the cellular phone right there, the phone device. You can just close out of that and just look her up on the.
You look her up.
Okay, I'm gonna look up this person because I don't know who that is, and I want to know who that is. Because I mean, I don't know.
Half built
Molly
but
Shannon.
left the line. Yeah, pretty much.
What?
AP. Friday. Ooh.
That's just a paintbrush. They're all over the place.
Friday afternoon. Oh, I hit the damn mic again. I am so sorry, guys. I'm gonna learn this. Okay, I'll get it. I promise. Just stick with me, please.
She's gonna learn one day.
I'm human. I make mistakes.
Wait,
too.
who am I looking up? Okay, hold on. I had to highlight this because I'm like, wait, who am I looking up? Keep talking.
What am I supposed to say?
Keep ranting about stuff. You're angry about everything.
Oh, aren't I though? Just an angry little person.
See, and I was trying to tell her earlier. I'm like, she's not little enough to have little person syndrome.
Guys,
but
she said I had Napoleon syndrome.
I did not. I
Rude,
said
right.
I did not say that.
How are you gonna say that to your wife?
I did not say that.
9 years. 9.
I did not say
and that's
that.
what she says to me. Can you believe this?
I did not say that.
The disrespect.
Here's what I said, people.
The audacity.
Here's
the unmitigated gall.
You done?
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Gotcha.
Let's
pay back for earlier.
So I know. So, okay, I did not say she had Napoleon syndrome. I said she was on the cusp of having little person syndrome because she's not little enough to, I would consider her a little person, but she is little.
Let the salt flow. Love it, tits and ray guns. Love it.
But like, she is a small person. So I'm like, it's not that you have.
Oh, Vicky T. Oh, girl. Yes. See, I feel you.
See, she's not though. She's, what are you, 5'4"?
I'm 5'4".
So she's 5'4", and I consider like 5.
But look, those of us girls under 5'5" were considered toxic because we're short.
I don't know though. I would say 5'3" and below, because like 5'5", 5'4", you kind of you.
I don't know. Let's ask the men of the chat. All right. And if we got any lesbians in here, we'll ask the lesbians too. What do you think? Do you think it's women under 5'5" or women under 5? Well, you said
5'3".
5'3" are craziest. So we'll see what they have to say on that. But
Valhalla Await says, no, you're considered spinners or fun-sized. But see, again, she's 5'4". I wouldn't consider I wouldn't consider her.
Yes, I am aware that most average, normal people could just pick me up and yeet me into the wall. I am well aware. Fun-sized.
Edward M. Lockwood says 5'3".
5'3".
So that's 1 for me.
Height doesn't matter.
And Darth Hideous says 5'5" or Bay, so I'm going to count that as 1 for me too.
Women under 5'8". Sorry. We'll just say women in general, all right? We're not
Women
not
are
trying to
crazy as
attack
hell.
any particular woman. Ladies, let's all just come together. We'll kumbaya. We'll sit in a big semicircle, and we'll sit in the feeling circle, and we'll just tell each other how we are all crazy.
We are
beautiful creatures. We are wonderful. We are lovely. We are awesome.
But we need something to bring us down again.
But we are crazy. We are
easy. Don't yell at the chat. The
sorry.
chat is
sorry.
here with us.
I know. I'm
the
sorry.
chat is here
I'm
with
sorry.
us.
I'm sorry,
the chat
guys.
is here for us.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
She gets passionate, chat. She's not yelling at you.
And don't worry, I'm not mad at you.
But now that women, because they're so beautiful and awesome, they also had to be brought down a peg. So we are also crazy.
Mm.
It's
I would agree with that.
Indubitably.
It's just like that chart that one guy came up with in that one YouTube video, the hotness to crazy ratio.
Hotness to crazy ratio.
Yeah, he does like this line chart of.
Is that the guy who does like the fuck it and find out chart?
Yes, just like that, just like that chart. And so he has like the hotness meter on, I think it's the bottom, and like the crazy meter is,
Oh, okay. So the further you go
up,
the further you
the
get
hotter
hot,
she gets, the more crazy
she gets. Okay, yeah, I know that chart.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a thing. I
thought it was funny.
Well, I mean, it is. It's funny. I would agree with that.
Accurate.
I'd say it's more than slightly accurate. All right.
It's a good chart. You're right.
It's accurate. I'd say when understanding women, it's probably the most accurate chart when it comes to understanding women that's probably ever been made. Yeah.
Say again?
So, oh my God, she's not even listening.
I'm sorry.
So,
you're so pretty. You hit the mic this time. That was you.
I hit the wire. I don't think I hit the mic.
Yeah, you did. I watched it.
So, I took pictures of my paintings, right? So I could upload them and like make them pretty.
Mm-hmm.
This is the SD card. I'm like, sweet, I'll just throw it in the computer.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big. Doesn't fit.
That's what she said.
I tried to force it. It didn't fit.
No. You never force it.
So I have to find it. I'll probably have to use your laptop to upload the pictures.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Women under 7 feet are nuts.
Under 7 feet.
I'm trying to think of any woman I know.
How tall is Brittany Griner?
Is she a woman?
I mean, debatable, but
Was Brittany Griner a woman?
I mean, you asked the question, not me.
I don't even think she's 7 foot though. I think
yeah,
she's like
I would
6 something.
Probably like 6'5" or something. She's definitely dunking height because she dunked twice in her WNBA debut to set the record on her debut.
Every time they had her like on the phone calling,
dude, I thought it was her lawyer.
Thought it was a dude.
I thought it was her lawyer, like her male lawyer talking. Nope, that was her. Like either she smoked a lot of cigarettes or like, whoa.
Probably.
I mean, I smoke cigarettes and I know my voice is a little raspy, but like, whoa. Not trying to insinuate anything or, call anybody anything, but just saying. I call a spade, and if it looks a certain way and it sounds a certain way, then You're wrong. By today's standards, yes, apparently I'm wrong. I can't trust what I see and hear anymore.
Nope. Don't trust your eyes because your eyes lie to you. Don't trust your ears because your ear. And it's like, I see you with my eyes and you're trying to tell me I'm wrong. I hate today. I hate this whole the hollow weights. Brittany Griner's deaf a dude.
Yeah, see, I agree with that. Like, I looked into that a little bit, and like, women in the WNBA apparently, like, I don't watch the sport, so I'm not going to claim to be an expert in any sense of the mean, but apparently women in the WNBA do not dunk. And when Brittany Griner made her debut into the WNBA, her very first game, she set the record by dunking, not once, but twice.
And then everybody was like, oh my God, a woman's never done that. And he was like, oh, shit. And she hasn't done it since.
Sure, she did it in one more game.
Anyway,
if you look at, like, if you just look at a picture of her, the shoulders, like, just the muscle makeup doesn't look very.
She does have dude shoulders.
I mean, and I know some women do have, like, dude shoulders.
No, but
and like being an athlete, you do have to have, like, you know, I don't want to say buff arms, but like, you got to be in shape. You got to have muscles. So what? Let's go back. I mean, look, so who was it that had said, that comedian had said that it wasn't men that failed the WNBA, it was women that failed. Bill Burr. Yes, that man spoke so much truth right there, because that is the God's honest truth. We wanted to be equal. We wanted to have a basketball league. So cool. The NBA subsidizes our league. So we get the league and no women watch it. Like, that's our league. That's our sport. Why don't we watch it? Men have their sports. I mean, not to say that we can't watch men's sports too, or men can't watch women's sports, but it's not men's obligation. Men did not fight as hard as we did to get us our own sports teams and divisions and everything else. Why are we not out there supporting? But yet we will point a finger at a man and say, how dare you?
No, you did it wrong. Hold on.
How dare you?
No. How dare you?
Oh, sorry. You do it better.
Thank you. Proceed.
Now, I will say, like, I love watching women's soccer. Like, I feel women's soccer is, I feel like we're more aggressive. Like, guys have so much better footwork.
The guys are all pussies.
But yes, men, I swear to God, like, they won't even get hit, and they're, like, rolling on the ground, like,
really made like women's football like contact. Oh, these women would be out. That came out really weird. I got super excited, and then my voice was like, nope. Can you imagine if they did have like women's pro football where it was just full on contact? Like,
I think women would have so much fun with that. Like, there is that that league with the
lingerie league.
The lingerie league. Like, I think that's actually cool. Like,
but if they could have, like,
not from a perv kind of standpoint, but
no homo.
But I don't know. Like, I just think it's a cool, interesting idea, because I'm sorry, I don't want to watch men in their underwear freaking throwing around a football. Like, they're in pads. They're big, burly men. They should be hitting each other, tackling each other like that. But women, we are soft. We are beautiful creatures. Not to say that we can't get down and dirty too, because God, we can. But I like the lingerie league. What can I say? But if we had our own football league, like American Football League, where we did like the whole pads and everything, like the male league, I think I think women would go out there and just crush it. There would be,
It's definitely,
they'd set like a baseline of
it's-
rules for us for the first year, and then that second year there would have to be such a drastic change because we'd come up with like all these plays or loopholes to get around stuff. I don't know.
Well, and here's the thing. I think it has a lot to do with how popular the sport is worldwide as well. Because women's soccer or football, women's soccer is huge. Soccer is huge all over the world. No matter what country you go to, people are going to be playing soccer.
Yeah.
I've been all over the world. And the one thing, well,
football, I love football. It's an amazing sport.
You know,
it's not really all that, I will concede, it's really not all that fun to watch, but by God, is it really a fun sport to play? Like, there is no greater sport that I love to play than football.
But it is really fun to watch as well. And I think that
it's not bad.
No,
when they're not just playing keep away, it's interesting. Like when there's actually like stuff going, they're making plays, balls are getting put down the sideline, crossed over. Like that's the good stuff. Like that's the stuff I want to see. I want to see defenders get in there against offensive, like the striker or something.
But
I love American football too.
But again, I do think it does, like basketball.
But it does have to do with popularity.
I think basketball is, it's popular enough in places around the world, but definitely not female teams. Absolutely not. And I think if they were to make football, I thought
women's, the women's basketball was only really here in America, maybe in the UK and like China and Russia. That's pretty much where I thought the whole extent of the WNBA kind of went. I didn't really think it went, I don't know, much further than that. Like I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't exactly think the women over in like
well, and I think if they tried to do a women's
are playing basketball. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I don't know.
I think if they tried to do a women's football league, I think it would probably end up being a lot like how women's basketball is. Like, it wouldn't have much of a following. You would have a dedicated hardcore group of like, oh, this is awesome. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The Derby. I would watch.
The Derby.
I would watch roller derbies.
About doing the Derby.
I would watch roller derbies because, like, you're on skates and you're slamming people
like,
around. And I've seen a couple roller derbies. I almost joined one when I was up in Rhode Island, but it didn't work out.
Soccer is pretty gay. I guess it's a good thing I'm gay then. Okay.
Have a good time. Thanks for stopping by. It's always appreciated. Don't forget to drop a like, please. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing.
What did I do?
You're gay. That's the problem.
Isn't that like the whole point?
You're so gay. Oh my God. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I think women are trying to be in a space that it wasn't initially created them, and they're trying to force their way in, and they don't fit because it wasn't made for them initially. And
well, I think that women should go out and support other women. Like, we all talk a big game about how over the internet, oh, women should go out and support other women. Well, why don't you enact it in IRL? Why don't you go out into the world and put that positivity out to fellow women? But we're too busy breaking each other down and tearing each other down because we're competition. But who cares? Like, the WNBA was created for women so that women could play basketball. But women don't even watch the sport. women don't watch
Yeah,
women's
women don't
sports.
like, well, no, I mean, there's a fair amount of people, of women that like sports and whatnot, but in general, I don't think women really watch basketball. And so there's not really a big market for women watching, because I don't want to watch women's basketball. Like, I don't even like watching regular basketball. I think basketball's
the sad
stupid.
truth of the matter is like, if it's not going to bring in revenue, if it's going to cost more in expenses than it's going to bring in profits, then it's not feasible. Like, I know it sucks, but like, figure out a way to make your dream possible. It's just that the normal way of doing things is not.
Well, and that comes right back around to the sense of entitlement. Like, I deserve this. You have to make a space for me.
You don't deserve anything.
Well, and again, it's that sense of entitlement. It just,
Everything you have in this world, you should be earning.
Darth Hideous says, if women want to watch sports, they want to watch men's sports. Exactly. And I'm going to tell you one of the biggest reasons why women watch football. Tell me the biggest reason why women watch football in the NFL.
Spandex and them male booties.
It's them booties they got bouncing around.
Because them men, man, like,
Man,
they got some booties.
They got some bubble butts on that field.
Bubble,
and that is why women watch football 90% of the time. Tell me I'm wrong.
Y'all give men a hard time about being horn dogs. I see y'all. Yeah. I see y'all with The Witcher. I see y'all with the Marvel Universe. Y'all got your jaws hitting the floor, drool hanging. Pick it up. Be classy. Ain't no need.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Like, the reason why I'm just going to throw that out there. That's one reason why I think women's football wouldn't go out as well, because yes, you can have the men appealing, you know, obviously with the lingerie league, but it's different because, like, there's the lingerie league. That's what you're supposed to look like. You're supposed to have your ass all hanging out. But with football, like, it's not, the point isn't to have their butts on display.
Yeah, but I give them women a lot of credit because they still do get hit. And, like, they have, the shoulder pads and the helmet on. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have anything else on. So, like, they're getting, I'm not saying they're getting hit by, like, a 400-pound man, like, you know, running like a freight train at them. But, you know, getting hit by a woman that's similar size or maybe just a little bit bigger than you when you're wearing nothing but shoulder pads and a bathing suit and a helmet, like, yeah, you're gonna have some bumps and bruises. Like, I give y'all a lot of credit because I wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
I'd be like, after that first game, give me some padding. No, I can't do this. No, just not for me. My old body.
All right, guys, I need to wrap it up because we could keep talking. This is a normal night for Mrs. Fluxx and I.
We banter a lot.
We go back and forth a lot, and it's like, hey, we kind of talk about some interesting stuff. Let's just put our conversation out there and see how people like it. So we plan on, oh, what's up? Legal Vices just showed up. Oh, I starred the wrong thing. What is up? Legal Vices in the house. Oh, see, now I don't want to end it because I'm like, what's up? Legal Vices is here now.
We can stay on a little
He's
longer.
my buddy. Oh, we can stay on.
Yeah.
You don't mind going a little longer for Legal Vices?
No.
You can make it longer.
Yeah.
You can make it longer. I'm over here trying to, like, make a joke, and she's not even.
I know, it went whoosh.
It went right over her head, and it's not even. Okay, it's 9:00, so it kind of is your bedtime. Well,
right.
No, not really. But
I think she just called me old.
No, you're not old.
That wasn't very convincing, darling.
Okay, you're not old.
Wow, she couldn't even hold a straight face. You see that? The lip quiver, the cracking of the of the faith.
You're not old.
See? You see all this?
You're not old because I'm not old. Age is just a number.
I'm older than you.
I'm actually 12. I can be 12 sometimes.
I know. Would you guys have believed that? Most people think she's older than me when in fact I am a year and a half older than she is.
Tell me, y'all, you just gave it away. I was going to say, who do you think is older, her or I? I think I've probably said it before on other streams.
I think you have brought that up, that people always seem to think that you're the older one. And that we're sisters for some reason. I'm like, oh, we do not look alike. Like, don't say that.
We've only ever got that once. That was bad.
I know. That's my wife. That's my boo. That's my Fluxx. And for the record, no, she is not the man because she has to come pick me up, all right? Rude.
I forgot. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about?
How the chat just like went fire about, oh, what are you, the man? You gotta go pick up Mr.
Say, it was just, I'm a good husband because I went to go pick you up.
You ain't the husband.
She's got to make that clear. We equal, right?
We equal.
We together in this. Oh my goodness. But
to be perfectly honest with y'all, to answer that question, neither one of us is the husband because we are women. She is my wife and I am her wife. Is there one that takes on a more dominant role? Yes. But as far as like a male and female role, I think that that's kind of,
it's a way for people to try and explain it because they don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm going to say. It's more, I mean, we're both the women because we're both women. I'm just, there's not one who's more manly or, I don't think.
I wouldn't say like, there are obviously, I mean, I know most people would probably assume a normal lesbian lesbian relationship.
A normal lesbian relationship.
I don't know. I haven't been in one. I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
So, damn it, you made me lose my train of thought.
I lead when we dance because she doesn't dance. She doesn't.
Yeah, I have 2 left feet. Like I'm so bad. Like I can't even country line dance, guys. Like it's the only dance I can do is Copperhead Road. That's it. That is the only line dance I can do. When I get drunk, I get a little bit better at dancing. Because I don't think about it as much, but I'm still pretty bad. So yes, Fluxx has to lead when we dance.
And when it comes to like how we dress and stuff, I wouldn't say that there's a manly dresser and a female or like a not.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's just comfortability.
I do understand that, like a normal, I guess, vision of a female relationship would be, one
a
female,
fat one and a skinny one.
No, one that looks more like a man and one that looks more like a woman. I no hatred towards those lesbians, but I just don't understand because
I want my woman to be pretty.
I want my woman to look like a woman. And that's just my personal preference. That's, like I said, no hate to my fellow lesbians out there. But I really don't understand it. There are some women that can pull it off and look like really, really good. Like
as a dude?
well, just like dressed in like man's clothes. Not saying necessarily trying to pass,
but they can
as a
pull
man.
off a suit really well.
Yeah, or like at the club or the bar or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, they're dressed in like men's attire. Like there are some women that can like pull that off very, very well, and you look very good. I see y'all out there. Keep doing your thing, but that's just not for me. Like that's not what I'm attracted to. Like I feel like I'm a lesbian. I want my women to look like a woman.
That's transphobic. You can't say that.
No, see, I don't have problems with people. Here we go. I don't have problems with people being trans at all. Like I said at the very beginning, be who you want to be. Just don't hurt anybody. That's the only thing. However, don't expect people to live in your reality. Now, if you went and did the sex change and everything and you can't tell the difference because, you've taken your medication, you're doing your stuff, you got your surgeries or whatever. And I don't know the process. I'm just kind of giving basics, I guess. Do your thing. Like if you're a man that transitions to a woman and like you make the honest effort to pass and you come into the women's bathroom, how am I supposed to tell? I'm not the bathroom police. I'm not going to sit there and like drop your drawers. Let me see what you got going on there. Can you even be in this bathroom? I don't care.
If you're making the honest effort to be fully transitioned and fully like that you
like
are
Blair White. Like you going to be like a Blair White? We cool. I'm cool with you because you understand. You are based in reality. But it's the guys, or not guys, because let me backtrack on that. It's the people who walk up in a GameStop with 5 o'clock shadow with, hairy ass legs, wearing a pink frickin' tutu and eyeliner that looks like, you've been crying for 6 hours like Gossip Girl or one of those like teen heartthrob shows back in the day. And you're demanding that like you've made no effort to pass whatsoever. Like you just look like a man in a tutu and you want me to call you ma'am? No, sorry. I don't live in that delusion. No. I refuse. Because if I'm not going to feed into a schizophrenic's episode, then I'm not going to feed into this either because it's bad. It's bad for the person and their mental health. Like they need to see reality and be with reality to be okay. And that is not okay. But if you want to make these changes and you still understand that, everything that goes with it and you're a based person
in reality
and, like I said, you made the honest effort to pass, like, again, how am I supposed to tell? And I don't care. You're an adult. Do your own thing. I'm happy that you're happy. Honestly, truly. I'm not trying to attack anybody with these opinions or anything of the sort. I'm sorry if I upset a few people, but honestly, it's really just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to apologize for your opinion.
Well, I'm not necessarily apologizing for my opinion, just the fact that if it upset anyone, because that's not your my intention.
Yes.
My intention isn't to hurt people. It's more to just be like, hey, if you also feel the same way, just know that you are not alone. Like there are other people out there. Like because we thought for the longest time we were the only gay people that felt the way we did about the alphabet mafia.
Yeah.
And come to find out we are not. Like there is a huge group of us that is like, no, this is so wrong. This is so stupid. Like we get rid of these people. They have latched onto us. They need to go.
Yeah, because now they're trying everybody says the next thing to come in is the whole furry thing.
Oh no. Oh,
and don't get me started on the furries.
It's so weird, dude.
That's
like if that's your kink, that's your fetish.
No!
But keep it in your bedroom,
that's
though. Like I don't want to know.
I mean,
no offense, but I don't want you knowing what goes on with us. So like, I don't want to know what goes on with you guys, and you don't need to know what goes on over here. So like that furry crap, like keep it in the bedroom, please. Like, it doesn't need to be on TV shows or, you know, I just, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. And if that's your kink, that's your thing, good for you. But I don't want to see it.
Good for you, but no, I'm gonna sit here. Well,
good for you, but I really don't
no,
wanna
because
see
that's a step too close to bestiality. That is a step way too close to bestiality.
I mean, I would agree with that, but I understand people are weird, man. Like people, I mean, there's foot fetishes. There's women that have made careers off selling their like used underwear to people. Like that is just, there are weird people in this world.
No, and I
feel
that.
like the internet has just, there's always been weird people. It's just the internet has made it more obvious for everybody how weird we all are, because now we all share our lives with the internet.
I mean, I guess that's fair. It's just, again, for me personally, I think it's way too close to bestiality. And it's like, how do you get past the fact that it's not, you're attracted to a non-human? Like you want to have sex with non-human.
I mean, no, I understand.
Yes, tits and ray guns.
What?
Furries are bestiality adjacent.
I would 100% agree with that, but again, I'm not trying to slam anybody for their weird little kinks, because again, like if you do what you do in your bedroom is your business, and as long as you don't hurt anybody, like I don't care what.
Ran into some furries at the game exhibition yesterday. Video on the way. And he's in Korea, so he's got the.
Oh, he's probably got some real furries.
Go to Legal Vices. I know that all of you here are probably already subscribed to Legal Vices, but go over and subscribe to him right now, because I don't know what you're doing here if you haven't subscribed there yet. That's just a thing. But
okay, so here's an interesting question, and I'm sorry to kind of like cut you off, but
go subscribe to Legal Vices, video about
subscribe
videos and furries. That'll be interesting.
But okay, so like furries is looked at as like a kink, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say that that's adjacent to bestiality, which I would agree with. However, what do you think about like the Catholic schoolgirl kink? Like, it's a schoolgirl. Like, is that not like adjacent to pedophilia?
Yes. I don't know. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like when it comes to the schoolgirl outfit, you're attracted to the person wearing it. Like, the outfit is just a skirt and a top. You're attracted to the person.
Can't you say the same thing about wearing a furry costume?
No, because they're attracted to the animal. They're attracted to, you're not like, if you have a kink and you like, you know, the Catholic girl dress up, okay, that's a kink. You like when your partner wears it because it's, you know, whatever. But furries are attracted to the other non-human, non-person stuffed animal things.
How are you the expert on this?
Because I'm in these chats on all these channels. We're all degenerates.
Do I need to parental control you on the internet?
I don't know. No.
Oh my God, did you get exposed too much too soon?
No, we're all degenerates here. We all talk about this crap. What is the chat saying about this? I'm attracted to the skirt. Don't know why. Skirts are just very.
Actually, it's not a kink. You have.
Where? I'll highlight it for you.
It's tits and ray guns. Like, yeah. Of course it is.
All right.
It's not a kink. You have people identifying as deer and deer self. That's the difference,
See,
Mrs. Fluxx.
There you go. That's the difference. Is furries they're not just wearing the costume. They identify.
They're doing that pronoun stuff with like the deer self.
You remember that one.
Self
You remember that one video? I think it was some A&E like video about the guy who was attracted to like he was a horse and like he had his leader, his like rider. You remember? Like, it was the weird-ass video.
No, I want to know what you be watching on the internet now.
No, we watched this video together. It wasn't a weird me thing. We watched this video together, and...
Well, I have no recollection of this.
No, it was one of those weird, like... I think it was a Netflix thing, like, weird sexual attractions. No, okay. So we were watching. I think it was like Sexual Attractions or some show on Netflix, and there's this whole thing where these people, they are horses and they have riders and they like dress up in this weird crap. It was the same episode as the guy who had the balloon fetish. You remember the guy with the balloon fetish?
No, I don't remember any of this.
Oh my God, this was a few years ago.
How do I not remember this weird shit?
It was a few years ago, and it traumatized me. I'm like,
clearly.
So I didn't forget it.
Because I don't
know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember any of this.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's yeah,
Wow.
no, that was a thing.
Yeah, no, I don't remember any. I don't remember any of this.
That's the thing is,
and you're sure I was there?
You blocked it out. It
was so much trauma. I had to block it out.
But like, oh, he remembers. Bobby remembers.
I remember this person.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was the guy who got raped by the female Bigfoot. I've never shown. Mrs. Fluxx hasn't seen that. She's not been exposed to that gentleman yet. Maybe we'll watch that. Actually, yeah, we're gonna watch that before bed because she needs to see that. That'll be our thing.
I want to see something like that before bed.
No, it's just this guy's his testimony and his story on what happened the night that Mrs. Bigfoot got a female Sasquatch got a hold of him and started yanking his ween.
Did she rip it off?
No, she just started yanking his ween. That's what he said. She's gonna love it. It'll be great.
What's wrong with people?
Oh my gosh. You have to show her. Oh wait, I highlighted the right one.
Yeah, see, I don't want nightmares. It's so funny.
You see this? You see this one? That one's going up for you.
Let your wife know she can put on her glasses. She needs to say, see what?
Because you keep going up close. You need glasses.
Oh. I don't need glasses. I refuse.
But anyways, I need to show you that video. We do need to.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, she's gonna see it. Don't worry, chat. I'll show her.
Maybe not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. I don't want to be traumatized before bed.
Yeah, you do. Chat. Jeff. Everybody.
Penis.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was the first episode of the Local Lesbian. I want to do it at least once a month where I bring in Mrs. Fluxx and we kind of just talk about the social issues that people...
I rant a lot, guys. I'm so sorry.
That, kind of uncomfortable sometimes, something that's not really thrown out there that...
We're just saying what you all are thinking.
We're just saying out loud what everybody's thinking. That's just what we're going to say.
And again, this was not an attack on anybody.
No. Anything anything that we've said, it's not attacks, it's just observations and corrections. Criticisms. Not
Constructive criticism.
There we go. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that notification and subscribe bell and all that stuff.
Do it. Just do it.
I would say turn on the bells because I really I kind of stream whenever I want. I'm trying to get, again, I try to get more content up for you guys. It's just me talking and painting. But now that I know I'm going to have that second view of the painting, it'll be awesome. It'll be good. It'll be good. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day, evening, night, morning, wherever you're tuning in from.
It was a pleasure meeting all of you.
Don't forget to give someone a compliment today. And as always, be excellent to each other. Have a good one, guys.